It is cut down day. There was a deadline just over an hour ago for NFL teams to cut their rosters down to 53.
They cut 12 yesterday, and they had to cut more today. WUSA 9's News Sports anchor Chick Hernandez is live at Commanders HQ in Ashburn. And Chick, well, it was just, what, 25 hours ago that head coach Ron Rivera told you in that exclusive interview how difficult this process is. You know, we thought it was all business. Turns out he takes it personally.
Yeah.
You know, how did things shake out today?
Yeah, it's listen, it's a very out here. There's 53 guys now on this roster, and for those 53, it's an exciting time, especially the guys who are on their first NFL rosters. For the other guys who had to walk out of this building when told thanks but no thanks, that's the difficult part. So again, the team had to slice it down. They put 20 guys cut and 4 guys on the IR. Let's take a look at some of the notable names that were cut today. And of course, your third string quarterback, Jake Fromm, is one of those guys. He's now looking for work, perhaps be back on the practice squad. Kazmir Allen, who many thought was going to be a popular choice on special teams, but he dropped the punt late in that game against Cincinnati. Tyler Lawson, he started 11 games at center for the Washington Commanders the last 2 years. He's now looking for work as well. But as you just said, Rivera told us yesterday and today, it's no different. It's about the toughness of it, and it gets no tougher for a head coach. Ron, you've been through this many, many years. Does it get any easier when a guy walks into your room and you have to tell them that their dream is possibly over?
No, it doesn't. You know, and Martin can tell you as well, because you know, getting cut's not a pleasant thing. You know, it's because at that point, yeah, you're right. It is over, or potentially could be over for good. So, you know, I try to make sure, you know, you give them a little dignity. You give them a real appreciative thank you, so they know that you appreciate the effort.
That's the head coach, Ron Rivera. He's referring to Martin. That's Martin Mayhew, was also in that press conference today, the general manager of the Washington Commanders. And Mayhew said, listen, this is a very fluid situation, so a lot of those guys that were released will come back on the practice squad, which is now 16 players strong. They're going to watch, like we watch Twitter to see who got cut. They're on the waiver wire, and they're looking to see what other teams are doing. So it's a very fluid situation. Guys cut here today might end up on another team or on a practice squad or done forever. Leslie?
Okay.
Lorenzo?
That's a rough sort of
That's a little
circumference
tough.
there. You're hoping for the best for all of them, that they'll be able to follow their dreams somewhere for sure.
Now we got to get ready for the season, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Pressure's on. All right, thanks, Chick.
All right, for more insight, you might be wondering on why certain players make the cut. Check out Chick's interview with Ron Rivera. The Commanders head coach will join Chick every week for a one-on-one interview. This week's entire interview, by the way, is streaming right now on WUSA 9+.
And don't forget, this Sunday is the first episode of The Game Plan with Ron Rivera. This show will be must-see TV for Commanders fans. It airs at 8:30 Sunday morning, right after Wake Up Washington.